Guys, it's me here, Savage, and I'm here on a second episode of TalkChrisTalk. So, how are you, Sane?
I'm doing great.
Yeah,
You?
uh, Sane is not our only guest. We also have Lance, but he's on his way. So, Sane, how's your career doing?
I'm doing fine. Just going out of the clean division in life and then working my way in RP. Just I think after the pay-per-view next month pay-per-view for Law, I think that'll be one of my final clean matches.
Yeah. So, anything other than that that's like big right now or something?
Well, I got a match at Lance's Fed in 3 weeks at the Royal Rumble. It's against Team King in a tables match for my Anarchy title.
Yeah, that's sweet. Do you think you have the match in the bag?
Yeah, just but Team Kane, he's got the help of the authorities, so I might have to watch out for security and also Lance Stark.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm back.
and here's Sane. I mean, sorry. Here's Lance. So, Lance, how's your career doing?
My career is going great, if you know. Yeah, I have a Fed right now called Extreme Maximum X Wrestling, but we call it XMXW.
Yeah. So, your upcoming pay per view for XMXW is gonna be um, Royal Rumble. So, tell us about the pay per view.
Yep. Well, it's whoever wins the Rumble gets a shot at the XMXW Championship, and I also have a good match, a super. I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna be a competitive match. My opponent's Eli King and Metal Lesnar.
Yeah. So, do you think you have that match in the bag? Do you think you can take the? Do you think you can walk to the ramp with the title and leave with the title?
I've beaten both of them before, and I did have the title with me walking down, and I had the title walking back down the ramp,
Yeah.
back up the ramp. My bad. Yeah.
So I guess right now you're one of the rising stars in XMXW. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is anything else happening?
Not really. I'm just working indie
Yeah. How about
matches.
you, Sade?
Not much. Just working a few little clean matches I have, and mostly just trying to get better at RP.
Yeah. So our first topic I would like to talk about today is how much of a privilege it is for divas to wrestle, to be part of our wrestling.
Well, I remember when I first came to Roblox, there wasn't much divas or women.
There wasn't really much
I
people.
mean,
There was, I'll say, but there
I
wasn't a
mean,
lot.
like if there wasn't,
Like in
if
2008, there was no one really, barely any feds had been started. Not many people know about.
I mean, I
No,
mean, like, if there wasn't too many divas that there are today, then divas would pretty much be like excluded from pro wrestling in general, pretty much.
well, like to a point. Some I like some divas. Like I like the ones that like try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, but the ones that there's certain ones that are really annoying. That and then most of the time they take too long to cut a promo. Okay, they'll spend more time cutting a promo than they will do in a clean match.
that I
Yeah, that
could
makes
agree
sense.
with that though. But I mean,
And there's so much drama coming from the diva division that it gets annoying.
yeah, usually the fights are usually about who doesn't want to win. You know, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
But divas are still humans. They are still counted as pro wrestlers. So do you think that
Yeah.
they deserve to have the same rights as male pro wrestlers?
Depends on like the situation, really.
would think it's fine for them to have the same privileges as us, but it is a privilege for divas to be wrestling in like those big feds like RW, which RW almost like took away the divas division because of some things have happening.
Well, Roller Coaster compares the RWU Women's Champion same as the RWU Championship. He's even said it himself.
Well, to be honest, that is the divas only title that they have. So I think that does kind of make sense though.
Yeah.
Uh, well, moving on to a different topic.
Yeah, I couldn't stay on that topic.
No.
Moving on to a different topic. Well, let's talk about abusive admins at wrestling shows.
Oh God,
Mr. Evans,
get me started on that.
welcome to XWX staff population.
That's why I don't go to XWX anymore.
Oh yeah, they're so bad with admin
I feel
abuse.
like admin abusing is one of the things that are making pro wrestling crumble. I mean, how can you make your
And
your
also,
wrestlers happy if you're just making them mad by admin abusing it and acting like it's okay, which is not.
It's just messing up the
Yeah,
whole Fed itself if you're gonna have bad
that's true.
names.
Uh,
Just giving your Fed a bad name,
yeah, that's
pretty
true.
much.
And it like ruins your reputation. And the more you
Yeah,
admin abuse, the more you're gonna lose members.
that's why I don't admit people at
Yeah.
my place.
Uh, well, um,
to a point you do, yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
oh my, I forgot what I was gonna say. Uh, let me just look through something here. Okay, well, what is something that you find that is like, what are some of the flaws in pro wrestling that you think should like not be that should not be in pro wrestling at all?
The same people in the main event every single week.
yeah. Look at it as EHW.
You got Leo Cash or John, or you got Brian Danielson. Yes, you always got the same like five people main eventing matches, which like give some other people chances, just not like shove them away in dark matches or just like take 3 hours to do one promo or take 3 hours to do one RP match. You gotta like if you want to get people interested in your Fed, you gotta speed things up sometimes.
Yeah, and yeah, people. There's people out there that actually deserve shots.
Yeah, but I think
Don't get
that
it.
those guys who you mentioned are actually really good wrestlers, and they kind of deserve it. But sometimes they have to like pass that torch. Yeah,
Yeah, none of them, but they're not passing the torch anytime
yeah.
soon. So yeah,
I mean, when you work hard for something, you're not gonna let it go. But uh,
I'm just gonna keep working
is
hard.
that is there
I
is
do
there
best.
any more flaws or something that you would like to say?
Not really. I'm done with that
Yeah.
topic.
Oh
What do you
yeah.
think pro wrestling needs to reinvent themselves?
Oh man, let me think on this one. Hmm.
To be honest, I think that pro wrestling needs more new people. You know, like
Well, we have new people,
I
just
mean, we
they're never
got yeah,
given
there's like
time
new
to
people
yeah,
every day. To be honest.
what.
but some of the new people, some of the next gen, you can call that, don't really take they don't take it seriously enough to like be active
Yeah.
and stuff. But there are some people who do, so kudos to them. But
Well, yeah. And then what the problem is, you got some people, you got the people, and you got the pros that don't take people any seriously at all, and then they get so close to losing a clean match that then someone notices them. Like at EHW, Undead Brock. No, no, it wasn't. It was a Mikey Lesnar almost lost a clean match to a rookie. Come on,
Yeah.
if you almost lose a match, like it was, they were both in red. Mikey clutched, but if you like, there's people that are really good but just never get the chance to ever be appreciated for their skill.
Yeah. Um.
You could
I
train
mean,
in
like, look at
B
me and
match.
Sane. We're both like gifted, talented guys. We're not getting anything handed to us. We're working hard for all of this.
Yeah.
And then I've got Last Outlaw who took me under his wing for an RWA for training for RP just because I want to get taken seriously in RP.
But the thing I like about RWA is that Last is actually giving people a chance.
Oh yeah, because because if you saw he get Nick Styles, he got the chance for
Yeah,
the television title.
he wasn't even getting much in EHW either, to be honest.
No, no, he should have won the Rising Star champion by now.
Yeah.
Truth be told, because he works his butt off, and then
All they're doing with that is keeping it on Mike Anarchy. So
Yeah.
just gonna keep it on Mike Anarchy. Well, I know a little bit behind why they're just gonna keep it on Mike Anarchy, but I'll keep that shush.
Well, I mean, Last Outlaw, he does like to do that. I mean, that is what you're supposed to do. But some people,
He made a whole show just to pushing the rookies. Come on, RWA alternative, push low card guys
yeah,
and
that's
all.
the one I go to.
uh,
I go to all shows, and like ever since I joined the Young Lions program, I get the first match of the night mostly.
uh, or I mean,
But RWA is fun though, so I'm not
Last
gonna lie.
takes more. He takes young talents more seriously than the big feds. I mean, yeah, sure,
He
RW
takes
has RW Rise,
more
but
serious.
that's just like it's just like if you're good, you're gonna make it. If you're bad, you're not gonna make it, and they don't train you at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
the pros got too serious. That's why I
yeah,
left.
Well, I left for a year.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I returned to the Indies
Lane
like
saved the
in
code of
say
honor.
December
I left like 2000 for the whole year of 2013. I just left pro wrestling as it is. I dropped my boots, went did other
2012. I did the same. I did that in 2012.
I learned like there's other things to do on the website than just wrestling. Like I joined a racing fed and I spent that whole year driving little cars around and doing little races.
Yeah.
Yep.
So saying, uh, you have said that you have said yourself that you've had some beef with RW and RCC altogether. Tell us about that. Yeah.
About that. Problem is, roller coaster company. He just needs to get like he's barely on anymore, truthfully. And then he's always pushing the same people. He's always wants the same people. It's always the same 8 people
Mm.
that he has pushed and all that. Like, come on, give like have like a battle royal for the title and see if there's chances.
That's what
And
I
then
did in my Fed.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, there is a time where RCC has to take the torch from the guy who has the torch and give it to someone else.
well, and the problem with most pro feds is they let the people decorate the hell out of them. If you look at VCW, come on, okay. I swear, if you look at VCW, it's a prime example of dick riding.
That's
True.
yeah. True. True.
Pros changed a lot. That's the point. I'm literally done with the pros right now.
Although VCW, they I could say that their shows are pretty cool, but um
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I'm
gifted.
not gonna lie.
yeah,
VCW is cool.
but there's parts where there's people who want to shine, but then there's times where Cena has to
There's
make, for example, Undead Brock or something and interfere and then ruin the whole match and stuff like that.
That's all I've seen for the last 3 years
Yeah,
now.
Undead Brock, Hub Helms,
Undead
Undead,
Brock or Sonic
yeah,
X Man.
and Hub
That's all
Helms.
for the last 3 years.
That's one reason why I left the pro feds.
yeah,
It's like the Indies. They're getting the same shots and everything.
Like, I remember a time where there was a nice little fed called WCW. Now that was a good fed with Robin 360 and all that. But
Man,
then,
I could go on about a bunch of old feds.
oh yeah, if you want to go technical, like there was a time when certain feds used to be respective.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, if you really want to get technical, there was a time where Speed Knight and Lightning was a respectable fed, and then Lightning just tried to put so many of the same people over.
I
Just they
mean,
got
like
buried into the
back in the
dust.
day, when you won a title in like your friend's fed, people wouldn't say, "Oh, you're kissing his ass." "Oh, you're tip writing."
They would say that. They weren't
Yeah,
saying that back
but
then.
now people can't admit the fact that they earned it, they
Like,
won it.
Some
like
people actually earn their belts and they just call it
Yeah,
tip writing.
they just can't accept the fact, and that's kind of stupid. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that people just can't take like a loss sometimes, and they can't admit that that person.
they just rage quit. Like if someone loses one title match, they'll rage quit and leave the fed as is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which that's poor showmanship. Like if you can't take a loss, then you shouldn't be in this
Yeah.
business.
I mean, like,
I took many losses. I
yeah.
never left.
I mean, okay.
You just walk
Yeah,
off.
like, okay, you don't like what
Okay.
they're doing. Leave the Fed, or just leave pro wrestling. I mean, like, it's kind of like a self-explanatory thing to do when you don't like something. Well, I would say that out of all the sports in Roblox, Row NBA, Row Soccer, Row MMA, Row UFC, I think that
I
I
like
think that Row Wrestling would be the most
it's
unlike
it's
sport.
You
the
want to know the thing about Roll NBA though? They take it too
Yeah,
seriously too.
but out of all those
oh yeah.
sports, Row Wrestling is like the most unlike sport.
Yeah, because people. Yeah,
And
we're a
yeah, I
disappointment
mean,
right now.
like us Row Wrestlers, we don't like talk trash about other sports though. I mean, like we respect other sports, they have to respect us. Like Row Wrestling has been here as long as Row Sports began too.
You can probably say the past. Nah, it's like longer than
Yeah,
I don't know. It's probably like 10 years
yeah.
right now. 9, 10.
I think it's I think Row Wrestling started in like 2006 or seven.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like yeah. Oh
yeah,
06.
6, 7 or 6. Yeah, I've been wrestling for like 4 years now.
6
I've
years
been
for me.
wrestling since '08.
Yeah,
Oh 09. I'm at 09.
I'm one of the first people that ever started pro wrestling. Really, like it all started with like an old stupid fed named EFW, and then it slowly went its way up from there.
yeah. There's always
I remember there's time.
there's always those feds
But
that you started in, and that you just like love the Fed completely because you just started wrestling and you didn't know what other Feds were, you know?
Shoot, I remember there was tricks and tips back in the day, and no one knew about like the mouse
Yeah,
lock.
Mouse Lock, and
yeah,
like
I
in like
remember.
2011, Mouse Lock was like a cheat engine.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really was. I was using WASD though, so
I've always used mouse lock in AWA. Like I knew about it as soon as
I know about it too. I just never did
yeah,
it.
I knew about it. That's how I went undefeated for 18
But
months.
if
Is
you
to
look at it
use
now, everyone's doing it
yeah.
now. So
I mean, it is a good strategy to use. I mean, yeah,
I mean, I tried it. I won a few matches with
yeah.
it. It's
I
not
mean,
bad.
which
I
strategy.
don't think I have seen a WASD guy since like,
Dude, I was doing it last year, like in the beginning of last year.
I do. I
Dude,
use
they're like, what? And I
WSD.
like
uh,
lost to it.
I use the WSAD plus the mouse lock.
um, what do you think about the pro and about the pro slash indie split?
Oh man, oh man, I
It's all
remember
about when that thing started. Like everybody used to get along so well,
dude, it used to
and
be a
then
big community. Community, everyone
now
knew each other.
it got straight
Now it's not
divided.
like
And
now
like
it's all about DDoSing.
it's all about wars and shit. Like
Hacking.
who's better?
I mean, now it's basically just between RW and EHW. It's like the owners just don't like each other, and I don't know why, but
All I'm hearing is rumors about indies versus pros and
yeah.
all that. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, but they're I mean the way I see it is like if a pro came in, like for example, maybe Undead Brock or Hub Helms came to an EHW show, they would get
They
like flamed.
they'd get
Then
harassed,
when yeah, it's
buried.
like this. It's
Yeah,
like yeah, it's like when indies go to a pro show, they get roasted. When pros go to an indie show, they get
yeah.
roasted.
But like the only guys who I see wouldn't get roasted would be those guys who,
Like Mikey
yeah,
Lesnar, he's one
Guys
that
that started from the indies coming from the pros, like Ken Rollins, aka
yeah,
XXX
yeah,
from the Undead. He's
yeah.
cool. So
And those guys wouldn't get trashed because like they made friends in the
I mean, he
indies.
wrestled in
They
HW.
made friends in like the pros. Yeah, I think Mikey does.
me. I've got friends in the pros. Just I just barely go to pro shows
Yeah,
anymore.
Yeah.
So
To be honest, I have more friends in the pros than the indies, but like I
so
still
I think
have.
yeah. Who do you think has like who do you think is like the best clean wrestling performer right now?
Oh man, as of right now, let me think, because I was at RW Mania on the
Yeah.
28th of last
Oh,
month,
speaking of
and I was there, and I remember what
yeah,
everything that happened.
speaking of RW
So
Mania, um,
I know my favorite clean wrestler right now, Finn Balor.
yeah, yeah,
okay,
He's
yeah,
great, and he doesn't even bother
yeah,
nobody. He's clean.
yeah.
He's cool.
I'd say the coolest guy to be around would be Randall Keith or Orton because he doesn't talk. He just like
I mean,
yeah,
he said his
perfect.
first words
yeah,
not that long ago.
Oh, this
yeah. He's a cool guy to be around with too.
one of my favorite people is do people know who Exotic Penny is?
Yeah,
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 yeah, I know that.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. So I've known him for years.
yeah. There's like tons of people who who you've known for years, and then they finally have their big break, and they join those big feds, and they get popular, you know. Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of RW Mania, what do you have
I
to
was
say
there.
about the DDoSing? I mean, like RCC. Well,
I know the guys that were behind it. I was hanging with them, but I'm gonna say this on a podcast
um,
because I'm not
I
trying to rat
actually got
out.
too, but I'm not gonna
I
rat
mean,
him
like,
out.
It was like a couple days right after it. I was hanging with the guys that actually did it.
I was talking to the people right before they did it. Really,
It's crazy. It's surprising too because I did not expect them to actually do
oh
it.
yeah, I
They used to
expected it.
hate
Like
they hate RCC too.
I expected them to do it. I'm just not gonna say because they were. I was talking to them earlier today, and
They
they said,
hated him for years now.
I mean, I'd say that RW is pretty much the John Cena of wrestling feds.
It's
or
like the
it's like the
WWE right now.
WWE, and then
Yeah,
BCW is like the
VCW is like that hardcore fed, I guess.
it's like the
Yeah.
ECW.
no
EHW is
EHW
yeah, because they have
is
like
the ECW, and then
Well, yeah,
EHW is
BCW
ECW is
pretty
like that.
much like the CCW because they have like meat hooks and stuff.
Didn't they hang Mike and Arky?
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that.
yeah,
I saw that match. Havok and Mike Anarchy.
I watched the picture. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
it was a crazy match. Like I was at the tournament of death,
dude, he was literally hanging from it. That's the crazy thing.
and that was like I was all like, whoa, man, why you gotta do this to Mike? He didn't do nothing wrong.
Uh, we us
Oh,
three.
we got Lance backstage at the tournament. And we got Lance Stark going up next. Lance, you ready for
I
this?
yep. Oh god.
I'd say that that people people just don't hate. They just hate RCC for like no reason. Some people have a reason why, and some people don't. Like
Like
they just
he pissed me off one time, and I had I had a big long talk with the man, and he told me if I didn't like the way he was running his Fed, just to leave. So I packed my shit up and left his Fed. Then I went to BCW for like a couple of months. The Fed was all right, just it took forever to get a match.
yeah. Well, I think that's probably one of the big problems at shows is that people who
You
actually like come early, you know, but then they have to wait like three
got
hours
Lance.
to get their match.
Yeah,
It'll come EHW. It's fine, and then just getting a
Yeah,
dark match. It, it's like to a point. Yes, it's worth it because you finally got that match, but like no one's around to see you win.
that's true. That's kind of like that's kind of like a thing that I don't like about dark matches, and I never take them because I find them pointless. Um,
Oh shoot, we got defrag. We got defrag.
that's crazy. I haven't seen him in a while.
so guys, who do you think is like one of the best RP wrestlers right now?
I'm just saying one of them isn't Leo Cash, aka King
Oh,
of Kings, for sure.
I set up I
6
set up
hours
for.
for one, 6 years for one match. GG.
I'd
Yeah,
Uh,
he's not one of them. So
I will have to say,
there's a couple guys I like,
David,
myself.
man. David lately's
OCR.
been really good.
I'd say King of Kings 48 and
I like a
I
couple of them. I'll
like
say.
David's really good, but King. The problem with King's is he thinks it takes a main event should last for an hour, and you'll leave half your.
I'd say either
I'll say I
Kings or
like.
XLI.
There's a couple. I
Yeah,
like
John's really
ACR.
amazing. Like I'm a
Chavito, he's pretty good.
Chavito is one of the best high flyers.
Dude, he came in not that long ago either.
And he's already won EHW tag team titles.
Dude, he came in April and he like won titles before me.
Adam Cole, baby.
And I think there's one more guy.
I'm gonna have to say Austin EHW.
Yeah, EHW's good. I mess with him.
That radar gimmick's always been good.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
good tire maker too.
Oh no, he has Dirtbag makes his tires.
yeah.
Dirtbag makes
I mean,
most.
before Dirtbag was making him, he was making him
Oh,
himself.
Okay,
oh, I thought he made them. Oh, okay.
Well, Dirtbags is making him now because the shading
Uh,
stuff.
well, that's a cool fact, I guess. Um, what do you think is what? Who do you think needs what? My bad. I can't even talk today. What do you think needs to happen for the indies and the pros to get along?
it's
I
there's
mean,
never.
they can teach each other how to do different
Yeah,
things. Just like Dylan Brown said, even though I don't like him
yeah.
at the moment right now, but that's what he said. They need to teach each other to get new things. You
It's
can't
it's
just
all
you
about.
know,
It's pretty much
get
all
less.
about being cocky and disrespect between because there's really good indies like one of my favorite feds that I go to just to chill and then like maybe get one of the matches is UKW. UKW is an amazing
Oh,
match.
UKW is a really cool fed. It's owned by Thames
UKW's
King. Yeah, it's a cool fed. I like
Oh yeah,
it.
two-time global champ. Not
Uh,
and then like if you know since I know most of the people in there, so there's Lance.
although I think one of the reasons why pros hate why they hate indies is because the outcome of their matches are scripted. Yeah.
What indies? They just no, they hate they. I really want to say this, but they just don't like RP and they think clean is the best thing around.
Role playing is pretty fun. I mean, it gives you a break between.
Yeah, most people are not into change,
Yeah,
but like
I mean,
I know the whole backstory against everything, but I really don't want to
I
talk
mean,
about it.
like, there's tons now that like some of the top stars right now like Undead Brock and Finn Balor, they're pretty old. I mean, I think they're like 16 or 15 or something, and like now it's pretty much time for the next gen to come, and lots of the next gens love to roleplay too.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah. They're getting
yeah,
older.
because most of them come from EHW and stuff, or some just like came out of the blues, and yeah,
Some people just came in, and then some people
yeah.
just they
Pro feds are one of the things that if you start in it with cleans and you're pretty bad, the more you the more you get in matches with pros and stuff, the more you get better. Like
Oh
I've
yeah.
known tons of people who have like who were like not so good and kind of good, and then when they went to like RW, they got like they were incredible, and that's the thing I like about it. But if you're like those guys who are like really bad, then you really can't be in RW or TNX because like if you're good, you're good. You can stay. If you're bad, you're bad. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh. Well. What do you guys have to? What's your opinion on? I guess we could. What's your opinion on Roblox? Roblox itself.
Uh, like
Roblox has
desserts,
changed a lot. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
changed a lot over the years, and there's like stuff that other than wrestling. Like for me, I love racing the cars and finding a good like racing game.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, there's more things to do on Roblox than Row Wrestle. Um,
And scripting
I'm
changing, like
I'm
it's always
currently
good.
learning how to play basketball, row NBA.
I did that. I did that 4 years ago. It's alright. It's not bad. Once you try
Oh
it.
yeah, I did racing and all that back in 2013. Like it's fun, but it depends on like if you're gotta be good with the WSDs when you're racing because if you take a corner too hard and hit that corner and spin out and then hit all those cars, you've pretty much screwed yourself over and you're gonna
Yeah,
Yeah,
get behind.
can't do that. I always
yeah.
drift out.
What do you guys think
Yeah,
about military groups?
they're
I can't
interesting.
do
Like
that.
it's cool to see people like RP war and stuff and make like
That's
fake
cool though.
I
bases.
think it's
Like
cool,
LARPing is getting popular.
but the guy who is in charge of the training and stuff can get too serious.
Well, I think because I think that's like their dream to be in the military. So why not just get
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true.
the lance, do a double
Yeah.
arm? What's that called? Dude, oh,
I
text.
think the perspective, my perspective of like everything, all the possibilities to do on Roblox is what people, like for example, if you want to build and be like, then you can be like an architect and engineer. If you want to row wrestle on Roblox, then maybe you want to be a row wrestler. I'm sorry, if maybe you want to be a wrestler. If you like sports, maybe you can be an athlete when you get older. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, Roblox are one of those games that people love and people don't like because there's like Minecraft and stuff. Which I think Minecraft is actually a pretty cool game.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Minecraft's not
cool.
bad. Once you like, if you play it, it's gonna.
Oh yeah, it's a fun game. Like there's not much scripting you could do.
The best
Yeah,
it's I guess it's cool for like the factions thing where you have like a group of people and then you like build stuff. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Like my favorite things to do is on that is play. I'm gonna say this now. I like to play the Hunger Games stuff. That's the best thing. The Hunger Games and like the bridge warfare. Most of the time, I don't play. I only play Minecraft with my like cousin and my little brother. Most of the time, I'm playing League of
Yeah.
Legends.
Uh I'd say that like I think when I grow up, I want to be into like filmmaking and stuff. And after I retire from wrestling, for me it'd be pretty cool to like start like a movie making thing and stuff. Yeah. Um.
Oh, oh.
What do you guys think? Would you guys rather prefer clean or roleplay?
Mix. Like a Fed has
Yeah,
to have at
both
least a
together because
mix.
I like both. Like, there's gonna be times when you don't want to role play, and there's gonna be
Like
times
there's
when you don't want to do clean.
there's a time where like right now I'm in the mode where I want to RP, but then like there's moods I want to clean because it's. But truly, I love RP like special RP matches, like special
Yeah.
ladder matches and tables. Like always the hardcore stuff is my favorite. I'm a deathmatch
Yeah.
wrestler, truth be told.
Yeah,
I'd
deathmatch
say
too.
that, you know, the cons of role play is that sometimes the guy who's in charge of the role play show will like book you with someone who is really not that good at role playing, and then the guy for like things.
Like certain people, like they did, the only reason they get Raw pre matches is because they saw one match with a man, and they saw him land take the finisher pretty good, and then bam, you're booked for the shows now, and then you get like Lance. Did you see my match at RWA against
Yeah.
Deshaun?
Yeah, yeah, I think I did.
That I think like everybody has told me that was the best match in the night, and then I took that good. But like the table sell I hit when my face went straight for the table, that
Yeah.
was really good.
Uh,
Yeah, I took a lot of table bumps before. It was
Like if I like go face first into the table, I'll sell that for like a good 5 moves, and then I'll come back with like an
yeah.
elbow.
The thing I love about roleplay is that it doesn't matter if you're
Oh,
bad at. It gives you a break from clean wrestling where it matters that the person is better than you and then you have to constantly train.
yo, I'm making this match is no count on. I don't. Homicide's
I don't
the
even know
best.
who's winning this match to be honest.
I'm not sure, but I like it'd be awesome. But I'm making this match.
I just I find
Wait,
role
that's,
playing
Yeah,
more more better, you know, because like it doesn't matter if you're bad. I mean, I guess it does matter if you're bad,
yo, you guys
but the owner could like
last
still
home.
pick you to win though.
And like if you're the champion, you always got to go over and stuff, and then like lose one
Yeah,
two matches.
and then like sometimes people can like botch the script and like be greedy because they think they're all that and they don't want to lose and stuff. Uh, what do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about people botching scripts because they think they're all that?
Just get pissed at the script. Was Homicide? He had to break script in the HW, and his last asked him to do it in for like a return favor and stuff. But that was like it's dependent if you're asked by like the big head guy to break the script. Like if you're gonna do it for your own greedy ways,
Yeah, I think I was debuting in a Fed VEW owned by King Arrow, ex King Arrow. And then I was facing a guy named Toilet. He had like numbers after it. I forgot his name. His name was Toilet. Uh, the the script was supposed to be that I was gonna get put over for my debut. But then the guy brings out all these barbed wire bats, all these tables, ladders, and then it gets to the point where I literally can't kick out, and then he like screws me out of the thing, which I think was really greedy too. But it does happen a lot, you know. So I guess I don't
whenever you think robots, pro wrestling as it is gimmicks. Like come out with something original. I don't want to see like 18 Ambroses,
dude,
and
that's
then
how
like
it is now. There's so many Ambroses,
shoot,
Rollins,
as soon as
Romans.
I hate the fact that as soon as I start doing the Matt Sydal gimmick, everybody's doing it, and then everybody's also doing Evan
yeah
Bourne stuff. Like, wow, am I not allowed
yeah.
to have a gimmick or
I
something?
mean I don't. I mean, like if you want to be that person, then you can. But when there's like but when
Like,
there's like 8,000 people doing it, yeah, not so
it's
much.
when it's Ziggler versus Ziggler match, I don't want us to deal with
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
that's another thing.
Yeah,
There's so many Zigglers.
I mean, if I mean, it's just a bunch of bandwagons to be honest. Like, uh,
Yeah,
I'm sure that's like your favorite wrestler and
I
all, but
know,
like,
but
come
the
on,
the
man.
thing is
Like
though,
if I
when
really
Dolph had that title and he was like beating everyone, everyone started being in his bandwagon and stuff.
like
Same with
he
same
like
with
for me like
Rollins and same with Kevin Owens.
with
Yeah,
Ambrose. Oh god, I did that. I did the fucking shield once, and then like as soon as they did that, everybody was doing shield gimmicks. Everybody, and then like I've always been an Ambrose fan, and I've been a Moxie fan. I'm just like I was the one of the first people doing shield gimmicks. So, and I was always the Ambrose because I could never be Rollins because I could never pull off any of Rollins' moves correctly.
it starts to do this in the indies
Yeah,
too. To be honest,
I think the most overused,
because
the,
I'm Ricochet and
the
everybody's
most
doing Ricochet now.
overused guy in these is either Callahan or yeah,
It's Callahan definitely.
either
Yeah,
Callahan or Moxley.
it's Callahan.
I think everybody's trying to be
Yeah,
a Gargano now too.
Gargano's pretty cool guy.
I've
I
got the
like his. Yeah.
I've got the
He's
pants for
cool,
him.
but people base like my top off of him.
Like I've got the pants for him, but I just choose not to do the gimmick.
I mean, I did his gimmick before. I pulled it off. I
I
didn't
think
want to do
it's
it
the only
again
reason
though because everybody was
I
concerned.
like the only reason I like would like have the pants and all is like his pants are really cool looking and
Oh, you want to
amazing.
know the most overused gimmick in the indies now? The
Oh
Bullet Club.
my, yeah, the bullet. Yeah,
For
yeah,
You can't forget about that. Bullet Club is the most overused
AJ
gimmick.
style gimmicks, and now
yeah.
AJ
everybody's doing
Styles.
I I think
in the buck.
what
Now that
wasn't like
everybody's
the
doing the
original
bucks.
Bullet Club, like something like Extreme, Chris Everett
It was
Jordan,
Lance.
uh, King of
It
Kings.
was
Yeah.
Lance, Corey Anderson, Chris Evans, Jordan, Austin, and then I forget whoever, but it was them, and they did
Yeah.
it in the Revolt. They were the original. No, the original, and then they someone, and then like there's a couple people that made a rip off group of it called the
Oh
Builders
yeah,
Club.
Builders Club. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was in
And
that
then there
one.
was the Baylor Club. I that
Baylor.
Yeah.
was actually
And
a
now
pretty
we have
cool thing. That's pretty cool. And then me and my friend Kasha Zaver created the. Then we
the Brass
started the
Ring Club.
ring club thing. Like we had the attires and everything, but then people copied and stuff. So you know,
And now you can't copy unless you have BC, so that's
yeah.
so great.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, before we end the podcast, what do you guys have to say about attire stealing slash copying?
Like if it's certain stuff, like certain stuff, at least like ask the person. But if it's something stupid, like if you're gonna wear a Trio Shock pair of
The thing
greens and
is, if you're
Trio
gonna wear
Shock,
somebody's logo and like
you're a
people be wearing
dumbass.
stuff with
Yeah.
actually somebody's name on it.
That makes you
That's
a
stupid.
I
dumbass
think
at the highest.
what I do is like if people ask to copy if people ask if they can have my attires, I let them copy it, but I just like tell them to
Yeah.
like make it look different so that people don't think that so it doesn't look exactly the same.
That's what
Like
King told me. He said I can copy, just don't
just
let
change
it
the
look like
colors
his.
up and remove
Yeah,
like the name is
I
all you gotta do.
think
Yeah.
that taking an attire and editing it is fine, but some people say that that's still copying. But I mean,
Not really. Like if you change it up and then like you put like a picture or something stupid, like if you put your own logo on it and like change the colors of it and like it's still you know what it is and it's still
but then
noticeable.
some people still count that as
Yep.
copying though. I mean, the only thing,
So
I mean, you
I mean,
can,
like
but
if
like,
something is off sale and you really want it
yeah,
and it doesn't have anyone's name on it, then sure, copy it. Feel free to do it. But like, yeah,
that's what I said before. Because if you want something and like it's not on sale, and I'm not saying if it's somebody's attire, I mean
yeah.
like a free attire, and like
like
nobody claim like it doesn't have
if
anybody's name
someone's
or
gonna
anything on it.
upload something cool and like it took forever and then like the person realizes everybody's copying it so they take it
Yeah,
off sale.
yeah.
Yeah,
But and then people, you know, and then some people like start like sending Roblox these messages to like get rid of copying and stuff. When really Roblox can't really do that because they need a place where they can save the templates because without the templates then they can't figure out.
Like if there's like a shirt you want like a really popular shirt and it just you don't it's not in the right color just like if you change the
Yeah,
color up just like that's not bad really Like if no one's uploaded like those PewDiePie jackets they made. If the original one was blue and if like he wanted a different color,
I
it's like
mean,
it's
let's
okay. The
say
can still
that,
probably
like, I don't
upload.
know, like, let's say there was a part of an attire that you liked, and then you took the template and then used the part that you liked out of the shirt. I think that's I wouldn't count that as copying though. But some people do. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, other than that, the tires. I mean, it's not bad unless it's something that you really want and it's
Yeah.
like a free attire. Like, well, other than that, if it's somebody's, then yeah, it's a bad thing.
So anything else you guys would like to say before we end the podcast?
Uh,
Yeah.
Not really. I just
No,
want to say
no.
thank you to whoever was listening. Well, whoever's going to be
Yeah.
listening to this later. So,
Yeah, so thank you guys for coming to our podcast.
yeah.
I will.
Well, yeah, whoever's listening and whoever RPs, make sure you join the XMXW group because the Royal
Yeah, and
Rumble
like
is in
everyone
3
can
weeks.
be in it though, so you know. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm letting
yeah.
people be in. You just need to join the group.
And then lastly, you're me, you're a free agent. I'm free agent. I work for a bunch of companies that I like free agent for your company.
So yeah,
No
now
one.
I have to, advertise my sponsors. All right, well, feel free to join Elite Pro Wrestling, owned by Chunk Skater, one of my friends. The shows are at Tuesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern, slash 3 p.m. Central. Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. Saturdays and Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. All shows are at 4 o'clock, just to clarify. XMXW. Oh, Lance already said that.
Yep. I
PCW, Providence Championship Right Wrestling. It's a pretty cool fed right now. I think it's a nice, yeah,
Oh yeah, I know
owned by
Christian.
Chris Cage, PCW. Yeah,
He's,
yeah, yeah. It's a
Yeah,
cool.
I know. I've been there before.
It's a great
I've been
fed
there
right
I've
now.
seen
before.
my match.
Like I've known
Yeah,
him well,
I'm
so
like
he gives me like
the
matches.
creative team, so I like create the storylines and stuff. And yeah, we're doing a pretty good job right now. So feel free to join whoever is watching this. And then the Thunder Wrestling, owned by New Discreet Data. Shows are at Monday Night Rampage, 4 p.m. Eastern. Sealed Enough Thursday, July 16th,
Under wrestling, like what is it?
4:30 p.m.
The
East.
3.01.
Saturday Night Live was at 5:30 p.m. East. Tuesday TXT Takedowns at 5 p.m. East. And
So many
and
sponsors.
their their new pay per view August 16th is I pay per view the I pay per view Super Slam. And yeah, so thank you guys for being on this podcast. Yeah,
Thanks for having. Thanks for having me. Maybe one more day.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
next time. Pardon me.
Next
Hopefully,
time,
I
man.
Sure.
could have a podcast with you guys again. And yeah, so thanks guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well,
Sure.
Well,
yeah.
See you
Well,
guys.
Stinger, man.
bye, guys. Hopefully you
Thank
guys
you. See
enjoyed
ya.
this
Bye.
podcast, and I will see you guys when I see you guys later. All right. Thank you guys.
Welcome.